Met die Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool in Pretoria se A-veld. Affies, die spog met die bulspan. En kyk net die rasieleiers, kyk die skool. Die wag is verby, die oomblik het gekom. En die witbulle van Affies staan vanaand voor hulle grootste toets tot dusver in 2024. Verlede naweek help mekaar afgeransel met meer as 20 punte. Maar Roos Gimnasium, die besoeker uit Stellenbosch, die was ewe indrukwekkend met 'n oorwinning van 73-10 teen die ATS Drosdui Donkies. Manne daar op die plaasvervangerbank van Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. Hulle sal in afwagting wag op 'n kans om 'n impak te maak in hierdie wedstryd. Dr. Henry Kelbrick daar in beeld, die man wat ook oorspronklik Joos van der Westhuizen se diagnose gedoen het en reeds 25 jaar lank die spandokter van Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool betrokke by die bulle. En hier in die skaduwee van Loftus Versveld vanaand een van die geskiedkundige tweestryde tussen hierdie twee skole op die Affies A-veld. Saam met my in kommentaar, 'n man wat geen bekendstelling nodig het nie, 'n voormalige Cheetah en Bulls loskakel, Kennedy Tsimba.
Thank you, Han, and I'm excited to be in this excellent game that's going to present some challenges for both teams, and I'm also hoping the weather just settles down. We can see in the background a couple of lightning bolts that are going off, but it's game on.
Dis Ruben Pinaar, die loskakel van Affies, wat sake aan die gang kry. Diep afgeskop en na diep Borein. Die skramskakel van Paul Roos het goed ingeneem het. Lyk egter of het Keegan Stoffels was. Dis nou aan die Borein wat reg maak. Hy's reeds gevra om te gebruik. En so effe hastig, ek kry hy met die regtervoet weg. Ingeneem deur Ruben Groenewald. Wat ook hoog aangeskryf word, die heel agter van Affies. Hou gerus dop in die middelveld, Janko Purchase. Reeds verlede jaar hy SA skole gespeel en half Purchase en hy word omgetop. En 'n strafskop en die skeieregter sê, nee meneer, is onwettig, maar Kennedy Tsimba.
Yeah.
Groot duikslag vroeg op Purchase.
It's early in the game, and that's a massive hit there. And that's almost just a statement that has come there from Paul Roos, but obviously it was dangerous just over that 45 angle. And the referee, correct call there by him, but you can just feel the intensity. Both sides are psyched up, and it's almost, you've got to just have, fire in your belly, but just ice in your head. And this gives an early opportunity here to get perhaps 3 points. There's a slight little wind that's just blowing, as we can feel up here in the commentary. You're not quite sure which way it's twirling, but let's hope it doesn't affect the kickers.
Eerste strafskop van die kragmeting, die vlaas skiet omhoog. Skitter begin vir die Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool op hulle tuisveld. En is Ruben Pinaar. Krantkomo gespeel vir die bulle in 2022, verlede jaar reeds diens gedoen as loskakel in hierdie Affies eerste span. En hy open die telbord.
Yeah, that's a good strike there by Ruben Pinaar. Just getting his team into the lead here, 3 points nil.
Joshua Dampies, pragtig ingeneem van die afskop. Voordeel wat gespeel word vir Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. En Ry Skooman, die skrimskakel, gebruik sy voorspelers. Nuwe strafskop voorbeeld, nou aan die steelkant. Kort aangee, goeie begin vir Affies. Albert Smit. Hy speel in die nommer 7 try, Pinaar, Purchase. Die duikslag deur Melanie Erasmus op Janko Purchase. Hy sal goed opgehou word deur hierdie Paul Roos verdedigers.
And that's an early penalty there, given by the referee, and it's playing advantage. And it's just quite important that Paul Roos just keeps their discipline, because we've seen in the previous games that it's almost the discipline errors that have punished teams.
En hy word binne veld gehou nie. Is tog die vlag wat omhoog skiet, ek wou sê. Fantastiese skop deur Ruben Pinaar en is Neil Bosman, baie ervare. Hy dra die vlag in hierdie hoofwedstryd vanaand. En ongelukkig vir die Affies ondersteuners is dit 'n lyn staan wat verbrou word, 'n guldige geleentheid daarmee heen. Dis Borein. Kyk of hulle 'n beter platform wil skep vir Joshua Dampies of Fadi Borein. Dit is Affies wat ook nou hulle eerste strafskop afstaan in hierdie kragmeting.
Another good call there by the referee, not just rolling away. It's a great atmosphere here, as you can hear and obviously see through some of our pictures. It's an absolute privilege for players and all those involved in the match officiating to be playing in such an atmosphere. Schoolboy rugby is alive and well.
Ja, die atmosfeer absoluut uit die boeke. Iets ongelooflik.
Stay back, terug.
As jy jouself in die omgewing bevind en nog nie is nie, maak so vinnig as moontlik. En kom uit by die hoofveld van Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool hier in Pretoria. Borein wat wag. Paul Roos se rolmaalbeweging wat nie werklik sy stempel afdruk nie.
Ball's in front.
Goeie verdediging.
Okay, tackle now, Liebert. Ball was in front.
Bal was voor na die rolmaalbeweging, so die duikslag mag uitgevoer gewees het. En oor duikslag Janko Purchase in die moeilikheid. Ja, Kemp aan die ontvangkant.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be in trouble there. You can just tell by the strength of the whistle that was blown there by the referee.
Okay,
Ja.
verduidelik. Jy was upright in die tackle. Mitigation uit baie vinnig sy hoogte verander, so was teen kop. Mitigation is omdat hy gesak het, soos jy het from a red card to yellow card.
Yeah,
En as
correct
Janko
call.
Purchase wat met 'n geel kaart van die veld gestuur word. Geweldige slag vir Affies vroeg in hierdie kragmeting.
No mitigation there. As the referee said, he was not even looking to go low into his tackle. And that just allows Paul Roos to nudge straight into that 22 area. And that's a brilliant kick there by Dampies.
Groot skade
Gap open.
hier by Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. Die Affies seuns die maak geraas. Hulle helde is nou voor hulle op verdediging. En kan hierdie Affies ondersteuning hulle span vanaand dra? Verlede jaar by die Wille Klawer toernooi moes Affies die knie buig toe hulle in die laaste sekondes getroef is met 'n wen-3 deur Paul Roos. Kemp,
Nou, Liebert, jy
hy
op.
sal gevra word om baie die bal te dra. Gert Kemp, sy pa Bles Kemp ook vir Paul Roos se eerste span in aksie gewees. Die heel agter Ruben Groenewald met die lakwerk aan die kant van Affies Borein. Trispi Skuman en Riley Norton. Ongelooflike kombinasie. As slotte, Norton reeds verlede jaar vir die Suid-Afrikaanse skolespan in aksie gewees. Hy is ook 'n Suid-Afrikaanse skole cricketspeler. Riley Norton, geweldige talentvolle man en Joshua Dampies. Hy slaan 'n bres lang aan gee. Keenan Stoffels wat nie kan raakvat nie.
Oh, that was unlucky there by the referee, just blowing for offside. It's brilliant play there by Dampies, just slicing through behind a little backdoor play that was played from the forwards. Just showing what kind of attacking threat that Paul Roos possessed. Just weren't accurate in terms of that second pass there from Dampies. As we look through there, the ball just going behind that winger's shoulder. And yeah, another win here from Paul Roos.
Ja, Paul Roos nou met die wind in die seile. Hulle is agter met 3 punte teenoor 0. Dampies lang aangee. Slim, hulle val die middelveld aan. Dis waar Janko Purchase natuurlik gewoonlik sal stellinge neem, maar hy is op hierdie stadium af met 'n geel kaart. Die weerlig kruip ook al nader. Dramaties hier by die hoofveld van Affies. Paul Roos, die twee spelers so half van mekaar se pad. Mariaan slaan die kom van Affies en Werner vry. Die loskop voor hy man.
Yeah, that pass straight from Dampies that just almost went into no man's land. And they just almost landed into one of the Affies defenders' hands. That's where the knock-on was given. But just look at the cleaning here. The winning to the race, the breakdown. And the breakdown has been a very, very vital facet of play for all teams. There's been a lot of turnovers and the referees allowing the Jacklers to have a go. So it's important that you win that breakdown race.
MC Baartman, die skeieregter. Ja, het lyk of die weerlig wat ons gesê het besig was om nader en nader te kruip. Uiteindelik hier rondom die Affies Afveld stelling kom inneem het. En die veiligheid van die spelers, die kom altyd eerste. En dis dan waarom hulle op hierdie stadium die veld verlaat. Riley Norton, die kaptein van Paul Roos, in gesprek met die skeieregter MC Baartman.
Obviously that's the law. At the moment statue go, I'm still happy.
Wat 'n pragtige uitsig hier in die skaduwee van Loftus Versveld vanaf Affies.
Au.
Kennedy interessant, in 1920 word Frederik Botha die eerste leerling om in te skryf by die Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool in Pretoria. Die eerste Afrikaanse medium skool in Suid-Afrika. Die lese van Affies laat daar lig wees. Die kom uit Genesis 1 vers 3 uit die Bybel. Skool trots en tradisie vas. Maar die uitsig hier vanaf die Affies Alveld. Absoluut ongelooflik. Natuurlik. Spelersveiligheid baie belangrik, Kennedy. En met die weerlig in die omtrek is hulle dan eers van die veld.
Yeah, it's important that safety is the most important. And we can just see in the background of that picture, lightning is just flashing. It has been flashing for the past 30 minutes or so. And we knew that it would make its way here, but they are not concerned at all.
Ja, dan kyk, al waar die vloeibare verversings betrokke is, dink ek nie hulle sal te veel teleurgesteld wees dat hierdie wedstryd dan so effe langer gaan neem nie.
Yeah.
Indien papa of mamma gesê het hy gaan net gou gaan rugby kyk,
Yeah.
gaan hy nie eers jok nie, want die wedstryd gaan langer aanneem. En vir die afsienbare toekoms is daar dan geen aksie hier vanaf Affies Hoofveld nie. Net vir u om te verstaan by die huis, indien die spelers die veld volgens of as gevolg van weerlig verlaat, kan hulle nie binne 'n halfuur weer terugkeer nie. Dit moet eers veilig wees en daarna moet 30 minute geskied voordat die wedstryd weer sal hervat. Ons sien vir u hopelik binnekort.
Welcome back to this match between Paul Roos and Affies. That has had a delay here because we've had some lightning warnings, and you know, they've made sure that security has been taken care of in terms of just making sure that you know, any dangers that the players are, and it's protocol that has been taken in here by the officiators. But there they are, the supporters of the home side with the mascot there, the Vit Billa. And it was an exciting game that had started. Of course, some thrilling plays that had gone through, and it's just always interesting just to see what the players and coaches partake in, especially when you've had a delay of it, especially when it's weather. You know, it's just about trying to recalibrate that focus and all that emotions that have gone, and that's always intense in that first 10 minutes or so. And, there we can see in picture the officiators with the coaches and some experienced ex-players there. Corne Ace and Reino van der Merwe, both formerly Cheetahs players, having some strong discussions with the match officiators. And they're just discussing what will be the next plan. And we will, of course, keep you updated. And I'm sure my fellow commentator, Johan, will update us.
Ja, Kennedy, ek het so probeer uitvind soveel soos wat ek kan. Dit lyk of die twee spanne terugkom om solank Litte te begin losmaak. Wat beteken dat die onmiddellike gevaar natuurlik iets van die verlede is. Hier kom ook die Affies span nou uit, Corne Ace daar in gesprek. Die hoof van rugby, die eerste span afrigter van Paul Roos Gymnasium. Daar's Janko Purchase in beeld, binne senter en kaptein van die Affies eerste span. Hy is natuurlik gestraf met 'n geel kaart, so hy sal nie dadelik kan deelneem as hierdie wedstryd begin nie. Maar dis ook die Affies span wat nou gaan Litte losmaak. Natuurlik onder normale omstandighede, sodra daar die weerlig buite die 15 km radius is, moet daar steeds 'n halfuur geskied voordat spel weer offisieel kan begin. So ons hou vir u op hoogte, maar die sake op hierdie stadium lyk baie positief. Dit lyk of ons redelik vinnig sal terugkeer. En wanneer ons dit doen, is die telling natuurlik 3-0 in die guns van Affies. Janko Purchase van die veld met 'n geel kaart. So Affies 14 spelers, Paul Roos 15. En die telling op hierdie stadium 3 punte teenoor 0.
And it's always interesting to see what the players' mindset is like, especially once you've had a break. You've been almost you know, fired up and geared to play. And it looks like they're trying to just get their fitness poles and agility poles out and just trying to get refocused. And it's very important. This is where you're tested as a coach, and what strategy do you use to just get your players back to that level.
Ja, en dit is so moeilik. Dis ook moeilik vir die skare, Kennedy. Die atmosfeer was besig om op te bou. Dit was absoluut elektries. Dis die hoofwedstryd vandag 2 van die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid toernooi. So op hierdie stadium alles net so 'n bietjie afgeplat. En mense nie seker hoe om die situasie te hanteer nie. Een ding is seker, al wag 'n lekker wedstryd vir ons hierso. Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool op hulle tuisveld met al die ondersteuning wat jy oor kan droom. Nou, 4 of 5 moeilike jare is dit duidelik te bespeer as jy kyk na die uitslae ook in die junior toernooie oor die vakansie tot dusver, dat Affie rugby terug is met mening. En daar's 'n selfvertroue in hierdie groep spelers en onder hulle afrigters. Natuurlik Pine Pinaar ook aangesluit by Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool as kommersiële bestuurder. En hy werk ook baie met die afrigters, Kennedy, hy die wêreld se ondervinding, en is iemand met wie jou paai ook al gekruis het.
Yeah, and that's always crucial when you can have such IP and intel that is around a school. That always just boosts, you know, just the knowledge and preparation, especially in situations like this. That little advice that, you know, when we were perhaps in East London and this happened, you know, there's always good advice that comes when you've got such a wealth of experience in your coaching staff.
Maar ook aan die kant van Paul Roos, 'n man soos Corne Ace met die jare en jare se ondervinding, iemand saam met wie jy heel moontlik rugby gespeel het.
Zeker, at the Cheetahs, ja.
MC Baartman, Hy is die skeieregter in hierdie kragmeting, 'n groot oomblik ook vir hom. Hy het natuurlik vir Neil Bosman, 'n man met bitter baie ondervinding, as een van sy assistente. Dit sal hom ook help in 'n kragmeting soos hierdie.
Yeah, but the player's safety is of utmost importance, and we do know that weather plays its part, and we've always got to make sure that protection is of the highest order. And yes, a lot of times when we practice, sometimes you get the players that are saying, listen, I don't see any lightning within my radius, but it's not about what you see, it's about what's actually happening in the background. Yeah.
Die probleem is nie wat jy sien nie, dis daai wat jy nie sien nie. En en die tent agter die pale. Weet hulle nie veel nie. Jaco Koch. Hy's die hulpafrigter van hierdie Affies span vir jare lank die hoofafrigter gewees, maar daardie eer kom nou Roan Jacobs te beurt. Die hoofafrigter en dan sy assistent Jaco Koch, hoof van sport by Afrikaanse Hoërskool en natuurlik hoof van die skool Reynou van der Merwe, soos ons gesê, kommersiële bestuurder Pine Pinaar. Dis almal manne met jare en jare se rugby ondervinding en die bydrae wat hulle gelewer het in die oplewing van Affie rugby is enorm.
Yeah, and I mean, you just got to think about it, that what type of rugby conversations are taking places in those corridors during school times. I mean, that's just a wealth. I mean, I could walk down the passage and end up meeting one of the greatest, great defensive coaches in Pine Pinaar, or whether it's Reynou van der Merwe, leadership skills. So there's all these skills that are around the school, and that's always a benefit, especially at such a traditional school of the nature of Affies.
Hy het twee spanne wat laer trek op hierdie stadium. Kennedy, ek moet sê dit lyk of dit nie te lank is voor hierdie kragmeting gaan hervat nie. Lyk of Affies sal gereed maak om terug te keer, maar waar spel heel moontlik gaan hervat. Paul Roos wat hulle laaste instruksies van Corneille Eis en Ian Campbell McKechie en hulle afrigtingsspan kry.
So the question I've got is that where would that restart, how would they restart the game? Would that go to a scrum of the team that was last in possession? Yeah, that'll be interesting to just...
Kijk, my voordeel hier natuurlijk is, Kennedy Tsimba is die analist vanaand hier in die kommentaar ook. Hy het notas gevat, hy weet presies wat die laaste fase van spel was. En dis waar dit sal hervat. So indien meneer Baartman wil weet, en kyk daar, die verandering in bal ook, Kennedy.
Yep.
Dit sê vir my dat hulle heel moontlik te wagte is dat die reën kan begin val en verander na die geelbal vir die aandwedstryd om makliker te sien.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go back to that scrum and play, and it looks like Paul Roos is going to have the put in here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be underway in a short period of time. What's been of interest also is that the spectators have not moved an inch. They've stayed in those positions. They know that there's a great game, and there is the restart whistle. It has been blown.
Ja, en die aksie wat gaan hervat in die kragmeting tussen die Afrikaanse Hoërskool en Paul Roos Gimnasium by die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid rugby toernooi. Wat 'n skouspel is op die kaarte. Affies voor met 3 punte teenoor 0. So 9 minute in hierdie kragmeting verstreke. Steeds Janko Purchase natuurlik van die veld met sy geel kaart. Kaptein en binne senter van Affies. Ken die houtdop vir Keenan Stoffels, een van die voorste 7 spelers verlede jaar in Suid-Afrika. Hy's klein, maar dis 'n botteltjie met baie gif. Keenan Stoffels ook die senterpaar Samuel Badenhorst en Matthew Klein. Dis groot angels in hierdie Paul Roos agterlyn. Maar nou die voorrye Werner Vry, Ethan van Dijk en Roan Smits aan die kant van Affies. Groot skram, Matthew Seymour. Hy val daar die buitegaping aan. Goeie lakwerk deur Henry Skooman aan die kant van Affies. Dis Hadibo Rein wat gepla word. Hy gee hom uit reguit teen MC Baartman vas. Agtertoe sê meneer Baartman voordat hy hom getref het.
Yeah, just a little scrappy play there, that breakdown for Paul Roos, but luckily they're able to just regain the put-in. And the supporters have been singing in full voice straight throughout the 30-minute break that we've just come from. And it's good to see that the players are right into it. The same intensity that was in when the game started has continued here. Paul Roos look to put in the scrum that's right on that 22 mark.
Weer 'n reuse skram aan die kant van Affies, maar die strafskop jy hoort aan Paul Roos. Vinnig gespeel en Affies was nie naby aan 10 meter terug nie. Voordeel, die behoort aan Paul Roos. Goeie werk deur Melanie Erasmus. Nou die groot vaskop voor hy Luchwailito Maliswana. Affies wat weer gestraf word. Roan Lippold. Die 8ste man. Wat heel moontlik en waarskynlik die kapteinskap oorgeneem het by Purchase. Hy wou 'n woordjie wissel, maar besluit daarteen. Kaptein Riley Norton, wat vir Joshua Dumpies aan sê, sit hom uit in die hoekie, ons wil dryf.
Yep. And Dumpies already shown some glimpses of excellence through a little line break and also just putting away his outside backs, and this is going to be a key line out for Paul Roos.
Riley Norton wat inneem. Dadelik grond toe gebring deur Affies. Goeie verdediging, strafskop Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. En die eerste skote in hierdie oorlog wat getref word getref deur Affies.
Yeah, and that was a technical penalty there, just in terms of the referee asking Paul Roos's pack to use the ball after it being collapsed, and he was satisfied with that collapse, just allowing Affies to just clear their line and get a penalty. The ball just landing right on top of our commentary booth. That just relieves a bit of pressure here for Affies. Great timing in the jump, but there was a sack. I almost feel that was ill-timed, but Affies will take it. So far they're driving up here.
Goeie spel van die lyn staan deur Affies. Pinaar, hy wil dikteer met daardie regtervoet, maar is te ver. Dis direk uit.
Yeah, you just felt that Ruben Pinaar was not in the position there to make a kick of that nature. He almost was just tight and square towards the touchline, and that just forced him to kick the ball out on the full.
Paul Roos Gymnasium, gestig in 1866 as die Stellenbosch Gymnasium, die 12de oudste skool in Suid-Afrika. Borein, hy kry weg na Badenhorst. Handvol, Samuel Badenhorst. Op hierdie stadium goed opgehou deur Affies. Ruben Kreur, waar daar teruggedra word deur die Affie verdedigers. Borein. Dumpies. Affies verdediging, wat vinnig opskiet en nog 'n strafskop. Met die wind in die blaaie is dit nie buite die kwessie dat Ruben Pinaar althans hier na die paal kan korrel.
Yeah, it might not be a bad option, but I think they've decided to go for the touchline and maybe the safer option. But that was just great pilfering there. He was able to identify that the Paul Roos ball carrier was isolated, and that's always the problem when you run against the grain. You almost are running away from your supporters, and that's when you get isolated. And referees under strict instructions that if they see a player is isolated, the chance is going to go for the jacular.
Affies, landwyd bekend vir hierdie rolbalbewegings. Paul Roos sou daarvoor voorberei het, maar steeds Affies wat die gaping in die mondering van Paul Roos deeglik uitbuit. Vaskop voor hy Roan Smits, nog 'n man wat in 2023 die witbal trui oor die kop getrek het. Die pak voorspelers van Affies. In hierdie eerste 14 minute van hierdie kragmeting oordonder hulle Paul Roos op hierdie stadium.
Yeah, we spoke about that 16th man within that crowd, and they really are boisterous and they really are supporting Affies. They've made their way right from the 22 through penalties and find themselves almost just 5 meters away from Paul Roos's try line. That is great pressure.
Munting Aman en JD Hatting, die slotte vir Affies. Dis Ethan van Dijk. Sy springers vind nuwe strafskopvoordeel. Hy's te laat grond toe getrek en is Skuman
Tackle!
aan die steelkant. Die man wat die duikslag uitgevoer het wat nie los nie.
Tackle!
Nuwe strafskopvoordeel vir Affies. Paul Roos word swaar gestraf op hierdie stadium. Dis vorentoe verloor. Goeie verdediging deur Mbali Swana.
Yeah, some strong discussions here that's going to happen to the captain. I think just a couple of offences, and we spoke about them, that they've just gone from penalty to penalty from their own 22, and that's almost just a discipline issue that the captain needs to have a word there with his team at Paul Roos.
Ali Reid, die loskop voor hy man van Paul Roos Gymnasium. Verlede gesien Ali Reid altyd met 'n skrampet gespeel. Altyd ook baie heldere klere gewees. Intussen van hom ontslaag geraak. Hier 'n kans vir die bal rolmal beweging van Affies. Hulle skil na die regterkant. Tegnies perfek. Affies aan die brand vroeg in hierdie kragmeting. Daar's net geen keer aan haar die rolmal beweging nie. En Luan Potgieter, die man wat terugdraf, die eerste 3 in hierdie kragmeting aanteken.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the home side needed. And that crowd has been boisterous extremely since the game began. And this was just wonderful timing. Just look at that jump throw as they went up. Just the way they set, solid. And they continued and just drove straight through. Oh, powerful work there. Yeah, and that was him, Liam Potgieter. Absolutely ecstatic when he came up from scoring that try, and that's an excellent try.
Ja, Pinaar se skop wat regs verby trek.
Yeah, that's going to be important because in a game of this nature, you almost start thinking every point matters. And if you're able to execute, you've got to try capitalize. But the score is 8 points to 0 here, as Affies, the home side, are in the lead after a great start.
Die afskop is diep ingeneem deur Janko Purchase wat intussen terug is op die veld. Bijna skop hy hom hier in die kommentaarhokkie in.
Paul Roos now have got an opportunity just outside the 22, almost on that 22, to be able to get a strike play here. We spoke about those night balls. They've been lit up.
Altes Rabe.
Okay, use it, no.
Weer is dit Affies wat sodra Paul Roos grond vat, hulle oombliklik grond toe trek. Hulle verhinder om maar die rolmal beweging aan die gang te kry. Dis nou 'n strafskopvoordeel vir die Stellenbossers. Adi Borein, hy lyk soos 'n verkeersbeampte, soos wat hy sake wil dikteer.
Yeah. Luan Potgieter there, the try scorer, just not releasing the tackler on the ground. The referee penalizing them, and interesting that Paul Kim not opting for the 3 points. And they are backing their line-out strategy. Perhaps hasn't come off quite so well. This is about the second or third time that they've crept quite close and just haven't been able to capitalize.
Trips Skuman, Riley Norton, hulle is die slotte, Gert Kemp, Ruben Kreer en Melanie Erasmus, die los trio agter die lyn staan ingeneem, en is nou Mbali Swana wat wegbreek. Mbali Swana, Luchai Lito, Mbali Swana. Hy help vir Paul Roos, hy teken hulle eerste 3 aan.
Yeah, that's powerful play. And again, that's why they were backing themselves. They opted to go for the touchline, and they knew exactly what they had within their forwards. And that was smart play there by the tight head prop. He just almost peeled away from, he was in the receiver's pocket there, and just there was a peel away, and you're not going to stop him that close to the line. Great try there by the tight head.
Ja, eenvoudig te veel krag aan die kant van Mbali Swana. Mens kry die gevoel dat hierdie wedstryd derentyd sal wipplank kry.
I spoke about every point being vital, and that's why these conversions and any of the penalties, those opportunities that you need to capitalize. That's why Affies is going to have a chance to add the extra 2. Well, sweetly struck, and that's extra 2 there. Beautiful kick there by the fly-off. As there's just 1 point in it. Home side leading by 1 point.
8 punte teenoor 7, 20 minute verstreke. Hierdie natuurlik die hoofwedstryd vandag 2 van die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid rugby toernooi. Keenan Stoffels. Wat 'n voordeel vir 'n linkervleuel om te beskik oor 'n linkervoet. Roan Lippel. Hy vat vir Gert Kemp fisies aan. Dis 'n strafskop voordeel vir Affies. Teens Marits, lenige buite senter. Goeie hande deur J.D. Hatting. Hendrey Skuman vinnig by Ruben Pienaar, val die voordeel en aan. Goeie lakwerk. Janko Purchase. Albert Smit, wat goed doen om al van sy regtervoet na die binneveld af te trap. Nuwe strafskop voordeel. Paul Roos se dissipline wat pla op hierdie stadium. Goeie lyn deur Nicolas Grobler. Steeds Affies. Purchase wat sy aangee wegkry na Teens Marits. En Egan Roos, die linkervleuel se hande wat hom in die steek laat.
Perhaps that would have been the wrong option. Why skip the pass there? The beautiful hand-to-hand was working so well. And they were capitalizing. They almost played advantage. That pass needed to go hand-to-hand. This one there, oh. Yeah, close, but great attack there by Affies. Really good.
As Janko Purchase, wat Loan Potgieter so op sy linkerskouer gehad het en nie na die aangeen na Potgieter toe gegaan het, kon hy dood eenvoudig die laaste verdediger Jordan Steenkamp ingetrek het.
Ja.
Die aangee sou baie makliker gewees het vir Egan Roos om in die hande te kry. Die dissipline van Paul Roos op hierdie stadium problematies. Hulle staan baie strafskoppe af. Dit veroorsaak dat Affies hulle vaspen in hulle eie gebied. Borrein, Badenhof sonder geweldige druk. Goeie spel deur die sterk binnensenter van Paul Roos, Samuel Badenhof.
3, 2.
MC Baartman wat aftel vir Adi Borrein 3-2. Jy moet hom gebruik hou seun. Corney Eys daar in beeld. Man aan stuur van die sake by Paul Roos Gimnasium rugby. Kyk net. Die skare wat saamgedrom het vir hierdie kragmeting. Klub 600, natuurlik die ondersteunersklub by Affies. Hy is ook 'n muurnes van bedrywighede op hierdie stadium. J.D. Hatting het ingeneem by die lyn staan. Kan hulle weer hierdie rolmal beweging aan die gang kry. Dit's beter verdediging deur Trisp Skuman, maar daar deur die middel gebars sit.
Okay, that's one.
Goeie spel deur hom en Ollie Reed. Riley Norton wat sy gewig bysit. Dis goeie verdediging van die rolmal beweging deur Paul Roos Gimnasium.
That's just one way to be able to turn over the ball by getting right amongst them. Well done there by the forwards of Paul Roos. It's always an underrated skill that in terms of turning over ball and just getting amongst the players and almost holding the ball up. It is a tight game, only 1 point separating these two teams. And what has been an exciting half, drama-filled, of course, with a lightning break in the middle of it. But it's been a great game so far.
En die voorlaaste wedstryd van die dag, Kennedy. Parel Gimnasium met 'n baie goeie oorwinning. Vir Monument Hoërskool van Kreersdorp, 38 punte teenoor 21. Hierdie toernooi altyd 'n geleentheid om die spanne vir die eerste keer in aksie te sien. Hierdie Affies pak is omgesukkeld vanaand. Hulle gee vir Paul Roos opdraande.
Smuts is getting some real pressure into that scrum, and that's second or third one now that Paul Roos has almost just opted to just pop out, and that's just a signal of pressure there.
Kennedy, maar sekerlik vaskop voorrye word gebore. Hulle word nie gemaak nie. Hulle is 'n spesie op hulle eie. En Roan Smits lyk na 'n egte vaskop. Hy sien uit na elke vaste skram. Dis waar hy sy beste werk verrig is daar. Kyk net daar die skram, hy verwoes van Baliswana. Teens Marits in spasie. Hy sê aangee weg, Burgess kan nie vashou nie. Weer 'n strafskop aan Affies. Roos se Riley Norton sal bekommerd wees hoe maklik daar spasie gevind word op hierdie stadium teen hulle.
Yeah, Teens Marits not just backing himself here. He has gone through and he wasn't quite sure. Yeah, he almost just needed to take it up there. There wasn't an overlap, a lot of defenders crossing over, but they have played the advantage and just kicked into the corner. This is exciting times for that Affies pack who's been extremely bullish. And the last time they were here on the opposite side, they scored a try. And Luan Pokita was the beneficiary of that.
Weer die rolmalbeweging, hulle skil na die linkerkant. En is die voorspelers. Optel en dryf op hierdie stadium vir Affies. Purchase wat wag, Hendrey Skuman. Hy verloor die bal. Was dit vorentoe. En 'n kans vir Paul Roos Gimnasium om te ontsnap. Gaan hulle hardloop hier uit lei doelgebied. Natuurlik gaan hulle Seymour. Stoffels, hy het baie vaart. Keenan Stoffels. Fantastiese spel. En 'n briljante tydslag ook deur Nicolas Grobler. Hy wys hy het baie vaart. En die reën wat begin uitsak.
Yeah, as the rain starts dropping there, that's a wonderful attacking play and transition play right from under the try line. But a great saving tackle there by Nicolas Grobler as the rain just starts pouring. Brilliant play there. An option for Affies to throw it in here. Ethan van Dijk, great throw.
Get a number, please.
The advantage being played. The referee's obviously signaled that he's looking for a number.
Yeah, Norman.
He's going to have a discussion with his AR. This is continuous, and he's looking for number 5, and it's the captain who's trying to avoid the yellow card, but he has been sent to the bin. I think that is just from a continuous offences. As Ruben Pinar kicks it past the halfway line. And this just gives Affies that extra boost, because they do know that they played with 14 men and they were leading that 10 minutes by 3 points, and now they're going to play with 14 men. With the momentum that just feels to be on Affies' side here. A couple of discussions and some replacements being made. Just feels like Paul Roos making some substitutions there. It's like Stachais has come on for Paul Roos in the 19 jersey.
Die lynstaande wat op hierdie stadium vlot verloop vir Affies, en ook die rolmaalbeweging wat elke keer sonder uitsondering byna meters en meters maak. Die Borein wat betrokke raak by die verdediging. Hy word daar Samir weggevat. Ruben Pinar met die skop aangee. Ja, ingeduik op Jordan Steenkamp. Het vir 'n oomblik beheer oor die bal verloor, maar jy kan nie induik op 'n speler nie.
Yeah, correct call there by the referee. You need to stay on your feet, especially when you are the defending player arriving at a breakdown. This game is just going through that moment where it's playing between the two 22s. Neither side is really taking control of the game. With just 1 point in it, it's important that whoever handles the new conditions. We did mention that there's a little bit of drizzle now, and it's going to be important how that handling and the errors mount up as you go ahead.
Ja, Riley Norton van die veld op hierdie stadium. En hy is die hoofbron van lynstaan besit vir Paul Roos. Kaptein, ook die hoofseun van die skool, Riley Norton. Een van daar die uitsoekgroepie om die SA skolespan in rugby en cricket te haal. Hy het reeds in sy graad 11 jaar vermag. Baie goeie naadbowler, Riley Norton. Ook 'n man wat die wilgerlat oordentlik kan swaai, veelsidige speler op die cricketveld. Het lyk nie of haar jong man daar in die agtergrond te veel bekommerd is oor hierdie ligte reentjie wat neersak nie.
Yeah, not ideal.
Skoolvakansie, so maak kan nie sê kom in die reën uit jy gaan siek word nie.
Yeah, the scrum is under pressure. Definitely Paul Roos. We did speak about that front row, but you've got to know that Hutting is also adding his weight, just putting that power.
Een van die interessante dinge natuurlik met skole rugby is dat Riley Norton is nou af met 'n geel kaart. So Affies moet ook 'n speler uit die skram haal. Dit moet 7-7 wees.
Yeah, correct.
Wat beteken dat hulle 'n ekstra speler in die agterhoede het. Dit lyk soos die kant van Albert Smit of Roan Lippold wat daar in die agterhoede sal wees, die 8ste man. 'n Reuse skram hierdie Paul Roos skram besig om te disintegreer. Dit is regter goed in die middelveld, slaan hulle 'n bres. Badenhorst, Samuel Badenhorst. Samuel Badenhorst, Salipad. Pragtige gaping geslaan in die middelveld, rigting verander. Huis toe vol strys, Samuel Badenhorst.
Wow, what a try. That was electrifying as the rain comes down. A lot of the ovation has to go to that young man, Badenhorst. Just the way he sliced through, and there was huge pressure being put on the back line from Affies, but just there coming short off the fly-off, and a smart piece of play there. There was the pressure, there was a little pop pass, and he sliced through. And just look at him angling on the outside here. This is brilliant. And then the gas. He stepped on it and right into that corner. Superb try. Excellent.
Die talent op skole vlak in die nommer 12 posisie in Suid-Afrika is absoluut asemrowend. Skryf neer die name van Samuel Badenhorst van Paul Roos Gimnasium, Janko Purchase van Affies, Pieter van der Merwe Grey College, Kurt Coetzee van Oakdale Landbouskool. Die geveg om die SA skole trui in die nommer 12 posisie gaan iets wees om te aanskou. Dampies sê ek skop hom oor want ek skop die missie.
Yeah, that's excellent play there by Paul Roos, and you've got to know that they are one man down and their leader down. Of course, the captain is on the sideline, and they were able to score a brilliant try of that nature.
Weer die linkervoet van Keenan Stoffels. Ingeneem deur Groenewald. Roan Lippold. Man wat ook verlede jaar die witbal trui oor die kop getrek het, Lippold. Toe was flankdiens gedoen. In 2024 draai die nommer 8 trui. Lang aan gee, spasie nou vir Affies aan die buitekant. Baie goeie duikslag.
Tackle.
Lyk soos dampies. Affies op die aanval. So 7-8 meter buite die kwartgebied van Paul Roos Gimnasium. Strafskop voordeel. Kemp was myle onkant. Lang aan gee deur Groenewald. Geweer as voordeel.
Correct advantage being played there. It'll be interesting what option they look to play here. Of course, they've always gone to Ruben Pienaar. Decision time. It does look like the kicking tee has been sent on.
Shot.
Yeah, and there's going to be a shot, and I think it's a smart decision. This game is going to come down to those 1 or 2 pointers. So any opportunity that you do get, you've got to try execute.
As Ruben Pienaar het verlede jaar sy kans gekry in die Affies eerste span na besering. En die man in die saal die res van die jaar sy kans aangegryp. Bly groei in statuur. Hy tref goed, draai dadelik om, 3 punte by op die telbord vir Affies en is 14 vir Paul Roos, 11 vir Affies. Steeds Riley Norton op die afkoelstoel.
And Paul Kim have done well to be able to get that 7-pointer while their captain was off, and that's always important that you try to get some points or even just starve some points off. It's almost like a double swing, especially when you're one man down with a yellow card. Dumpies. Great striker of the ball, and that's a wonderful deep kick.
Affies wat betrap word so 8-9 meter van hulle doellyn. Die teendryf van Kemp en Key. Samuel Barnard wat daar weggevat word, maar hy wen die strafskop vir sy span. 'n Gulde geleentheid vir Paul Roos net voor rustyd. En hierdie goue minute is so belangrik, die 2-3 minute voor en na rustyd. So baie wedstryde word gewen of verloor in na die 5 of 6 minute.
Yeah, the key thing about the home side now is you've got to defend. Do not allow any points to go in. We saw from the previous match that was played, the try was let in just before halftime, and that had some detrimental effect to the ending.
Sack's good, use it.
Dadelik word hy weer grond toe gebring. Deur die Affies pak, Keenan Stoffels in die steelkant. So eenvoudig soos dit. Affies aan die slaap gevang. En 3 net voor rustyd vir Keenan Stoffels, die man met verlede jaar vriend en vyand verras het op die Sewersveld.
Yeah, Johan, you did mention him earlier on, and he didn't have much to do because the scrum half did all the work here. Smart play, smart identification that there was only one defender on that short side. And there's the key part. There's the scrum half. He picks it up. Only one defender. Stoffels is in. You don't need to have much space, which he has plenty of. He's in the corner. Beautiful.
Ja, die verdediging oorhoops gevang. Niemand op die steelkant gewees nie. Is net een aangee, sê eenvoudig soos dit. Dampie se skoppe wat nie makliker word nie. Maar tot op hede suksesvol met al sy pogings. Hy tref weer goed. Joshua Dampies. 'n skopkliniek hier op Affies veld deur Joshua Dampies.
Yeah.
En teen rustyd is dit Paul Roos Gimnasium amper teen die verloop van spel. Met 'n 10 punte voorsprong, en dit wys net wat dit vir sy span beteken. Die doelskoppe. En dis tyd vir lemoenskyfies en 'n bietjie raad kry van die afrigters. En die rustydtelling Paul Roos Gimnasium 21 en Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool 11.
NMI Toyota, your ultimate destination for all your Toyota needs. Selling, buying, in need of Toyota genuine parts, or simply servicing your Toyota. Make NMI Toyota your top choice. Our nationwide dealer network is committed in offering service excellence and customer satisfaction. Choose NMI Toyota, where excellence meets automotive passion. Proud sponsor of the North-South Rugby Tournament.
Don't miss out on quality insurance. Santam.
Want some? Yeah. I made it for you. Give me that.
Hi guys, Junior from the DHL Stormers. I just want to wish all the boys that are playing in the North-South tournament all the very best. Go out there and have fun and enjoy. Cheers.
It takes a lot to start a business. Yeah, ne? We understand that it takes a lot. It takes a lot to earn trust, for you to put your faith in us. We're here because of you. It takes a lot to make every day feel special, to make South Africans smile. One thing though, it does not take a lot to say Enkosi, Baya Danki, Siyabonga. From all of us to you, we say halala. Thanks a lot.
Rustyd in die tweede dag van die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid rugby toernooi by die Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool in Pretoria. Natuurlik aangebied deur Pieter Roos, die voormalige Springbok linkervleuel. En as die besoekers uit Stellenbosch Paul Roos Gimnasium voor teen die gasheer Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool 21 punte teenoor 11. 3 verdoelde drieë aan die kant van Paul Roos. Die eerste slag in hierdie kragmeting is geslaan deur Affies. En 'n rolmaalbeweging in haar eerste helfte. Absoluut onstuitbaar met tye. Hulle manipuleer die spasie baie goed hier, gooi voor, skil dan dadelik regsom. En Loan Potgieter. Heeltemal te veel krag vir Adib Boerrein om te keer. Maar Paul Roos Gimnasium het vinnig teruggeslaan.
Yeah, it was an opportunity here for Paul Roos to get onto the scoreboard. And they just opted for that 4+1. And this was the tight hit. Baliswani, who just goes over into that little vacuum that's at the end of the defense. And this was a brilliant try scored here by Samuel Bartenhorst. And just look at that, slip through the middle. Yeah, Purchase won't be happy with that, but just look at that. And the pace that he cracked on at the end here to just go into that corner. Superb try as he touches down. There was still more to come from Paul Roos. And this was a sneaky play and led through by the scrum half, who just looked to let his forwards do the work as he starts driving. And they collapsed it early. And the scrum half picked up that was one defender and Stoffels was in the corner. And that was the way to go into the halftime break. And there's been some exceptional kicking there by Dumpies, who has been striking the ball in excellent fashion.
Ja, interessant. Paul Roos wat die veld verlaat het tydens rustyd. Teruggegaan het na die kleedkamer. Heel moontlik dalk 'n vars trui gaan aantrek het. Affies besluit om op die veld te bly in hierdie ligte reën. Punte verskil 10. 'n Wedstryd wat in haar eerste helfte wipplank gery het. Joshua Dumpies. 3 skitterende stelskoppe. Nie een van hulle maklik gewees nie. Maar die 6 punte kan 'n groot rol speel in hierdie kragmeting.
Yes, we did mention that there's these types of games sometimes end up in those 1 or 2 pointers, and players of the caliber of Dumpies, they're the ones that are difference at the end, because he's been striking this ball extremely well.
By cricket golfplat van die Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool kry Joshua Dumpies sake weer in die gang. Janko Purchase het ingeneem. Word grond toe gebring deur Jordan Steenkamp en is Ruben Pinaar. Hoog die Pretoria lig en Matthew Seymour wat versprei. Sterk loop hier deur die agste man Ruben Creer. Nou Ali Reid. Die loskop voor hom aan hoog aangeskryf. Dampies. Matthew Klein word vasgevat in die middelveld deur die Affies kaptein Purchase. Strafskop voordeel. Affies onkant. Lakwerk. Skerp hier in die begin van die tweede helfte. Tristan Skuman. Sy kombinasie met Riley Norton van onskatbare waarde vir Paul Roos. Dampies, Samuel Barnors, Arian geet vorentoe gelyk en hy's ook vorentoe verloor. As hy genoegsame voordeel nie, MC Baartman bring die spel terug na die middel van die veld in 'n strafskop. En heel moontlike geleentheid vir Joshua Dampies om die telbord in die tweede helfte aan die gang te kry.
Yeah, you see that young man in picture, Nicholas Krobler, just talking to his forwards and that they need to get on sides, especially when there's a multi-phase. And that always puts pressure on the defense, and you tend to want to creep up because you just do not have enough energy to go back, and that's where the referees are pinning a lot of the sides for offsides. But this is going to be another opportunity for a sharpshooter, Joshua Dampies, who's really impressed me with his strike off that kicking tee, that approach. Excellent.
Ja, nog 3 punte by. Een van sy laer geskop as hy vorige 3. Joshua Dampies, so à la Kennedy Tsumba.
Yeah, and I think he's done well because he so lowered that kick because the wind and the weather with the rain is starting to play effect. And a smart kickers always are able to just change their trajectory when needed.
Skielik is die voorsprong 13 punte. In die guns van Paul Roos, Kieran Stoffels. Hy doen baie goed om maar die bal binne die speelveld te hou.
Stay on side. Use it.
Individuele vaardighede iets om dop te hou. Kieran Stoffels. Diep ry.
Use it.
Die treintjie word geskep.
3, 2.
Hy word gevra om te gebruik deur MC Baartman. Plafondskop. En die hande gekry deur Nicolas Grobler, maar hy verloor sy balans en val oor sy eie voete. Ruben Pinaar, die bal is teruggeneem in die kwartgebied. Hy kan hom nie direk uitskop nie. Na die boerry en hy vind Keenan Stoffels aan sy buitekant. Morten. Boenerani kontak in. Dis die Affies verdedigers wat nie vinnig genoeg 'n poging aanwend om weg te rol nie. Barnors met so 'n steekskoppie. Geweer as voordeel.
Yeah, a number of penalties being given away here by Affies now. And that's almost just a signal that there is a huge time pressure in terms of just keeping possession. They've become a possession team of Paul Roos, and that's just allowing this penalty count to start rise for Affies. And there's a captain just having a word with the referee, and of course just asking, we tend to being offside. Is it closer to the ruck or right in the midfield, so we can just rectify it? But this gives another opportunity to Joshua Dampies to add an extra 3 points here to make it 27 points to 11. It is almost like test match rugby, isn't it? Every chance they get a penalty opportunity, they try to look for the poles.
Dampies tref Gilbert weer eens baie goed. En die vla wat omhoog skiet, foutlose skopvertoning. En die checkboeke gaan uitgehaal word deur Unis. Joshua Dampies se naam word vanaand neergeskryf. Universiteite en die junior strukture van die Unis gaan hulle lippe aflek vir Joshua Dampies.
Advantage for the knock.
Aangeslaan deur Paul Roos van die afskop. Nie genoegsame voordeel vir Affies nie. Kennedy Tsumba en die Affies enige sê in hierdie kragmeting wil hê, moet hulle die volgende span wees om punte aan te teken. En 7 daarvan verkieslik.
Yep, that is exactly on the mark there, Johan. They've got to make sure they can retain the ball here, whether it is through a number of phases and looking to attack blind, but they do need to get some of their, forward runners and, players like Purchase to just get them a bit of momentum and play from there, and maybe put Paul Roos a bit of under penalty pressure. That's perhaps the way to go forward. But they do need to score next.
Set.
Beter skram deur Paul Roos Gimnasium. En teens Marits wat insny. So teen die grein. Affies op soek na swak skouers om op te hardloop. En daar die binnebuite bo oor.
Can't slow the ball down. Number 1.
Strafskop voordeel. Ollie Reed wat die bal vertraag het. En MC Baartman gaan hulle terugbring juist vir daardie strafskop.
Yeah, and that option of being able to just try take the ball out wide is just nullified by that pressing defense from Paul Roos. And what's happening is that they're tending to slow the ball down at the ruck, which means that it allows their defensive lines to put pressure. Here's an option to go to the touchline, and I think that's a correct decision by the Affies team. And they've scored through Luan Pokiter. A driving maul try early on in this game, in the first half, and they're going to look to try repeat the same.
Ingeneem deur Albert Smit. Kry hom weg en dan skil hulle regsom. Net kort, sê meneer MC Baartman. Dis Roan Lippold wat optel en dryf.
Number 3 in front of the ball carrier, that's obstruction.
En dis obstruksie. Roan Smit
In front of the ball carrier,
voor Roan
obstruction,
Lippold.
number 3.
En Paul Roos wat ontsnap uit die kake van Affies aanval.
Nummer 3 is carrier to the ombreek, sy tackle.
And there was a technical penalty given there. Looked pretty tight to me. And there's a lot of bodies around the ruck, and it'll be interesting to just see a replay of that. But yeah, that's almost a get out of jail card there for Paul Roos. But Affies are still close to that 22 line. They've got to put a lot of pressure in this line out.
Riley Norton is die man wat die besluit te maak in hierdie lyn staan vir Paul Roos. En is 'n fout. En Ethan van Dijk oomblik gelyk of hy met die voorarm gelei het in kontak in. En meneer Baartman tevrede.
Offside and then option.
Yeah, that's got to be taken like a relook, surely.
Offside, dangerous tackle hoogte.
And it's deemed to be a dangerous tackle. A danger on who though?
Ja, ek dink die enigste persoon in gevaar was die verdediger.
Joshua Dumpies it was.
Het goed gedoen om Ethan van Dijk te stuit. Definitief met die eerste kyk gelyk is of Van Dijk al met die voorarm in die kontak ingelei het. Maar dit is belangrik dat Affies met hierdie sterk rolmaal beweging van hulle punte aanteken hier. Dis Smit wat inneem. Dis 'n kyk weer van die vorige lyn staan. Hoekom dan nou nie en 'n Affies 'n meter kort. Goeie verdediging deur Paul Roos.
Downside.
Dis weer Lippold. Werklik byna soos 'n kyk weer van die vorige twee fases. Die teendryf van Paul Roos. Purchase. Swak aangee. Maar hulle kom terug, nog 'n strafskop. Aan Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. Kry die idee.
Do you have a number for that?
Dat hierdie 'n baie belangrike oomblik in die kragmeting is. Affies moet eenvoudig hier punte aanteken.
Yeah, and this is good pressure here by Affies, and smart play, especially in that line out. Just that shift play when you're just shifting the point of attack as caught the Paul Roos counter drive ball. And that looks like it's going to be a penalty try.
Ja,
boy, oh boy.
3. En Affies terug in hierdie kragmeting. Maar die besluit is baie vertraag. En is ook Kemp wat gestraf is met 'n geel kaart, Gert Kemp. Dis sy beurt om in die stoute stoel te gaan sit. 27 punte teenoor 18, die punte verskil nou 9. is Affies terug in hierdie kragmeting. Dampies. Baie goeie afskop deur Joshua Dampies en dit Paul Roos wat hom inpalm.
It's not in the hips.
Ja, is die strafskop nou aan Affies. Weer eens soos ons al 'n paar keer by hierdie toernooi gesien het, die skeieregters baie streng op die toepassing van haar nuwe reël. Die kop van die baldraer kan nie laer as sy heupe wees nie. Dit gaan oor die prentjie wat gewys word vir die skeieregter.
Yeah, my question to you, Johan, is that we've seen a number of them already getting in this game, and a lot of them haven't been called, and to just perhaps call it, you know, we're looking for consistency, so either call all of them or maybe, you know, none of them.
Ja, konsekwentheid is al wat gevra word. Hierdie keer skil Affies links voor om hierdie lyn staan met hulle rolmaalbeweging. Pragtige vorm, weer eens in die bal wat lospad, opgepik deur Hatting. Janko Purchase wat te bres slaan in die middelveld vir Affies. Weer 'n strafskop voordeel in die dissipline van Paul Roos wat lol. Van die kant ingekom by daardie loskram.
And the momentum has swung here, big time. And this is great pressure here by Affies, and with that 60th man who is in the stands and is right in front of them now, you almost, yeah, with the support, you've got to make sure you get this right and almost get a try. But great response here by Affies.
Ruben Pinaar, die loskakel in generaal van Affies. Samuel Barnors wat gestraf word.
Yeah, that's a correct call there. He just came in from the side, did not enter in through the gate. But Affies have continued with the driving maul.
En hier kom Harry Lister Engine. Die rolmaalbeweging van Affies. 'n lus vir die fynproewer is omgekeerde besit, maar weer 'n strafskop. Die man wat die duikslag uitgevoer het moet wegrol. Dis kaptein Riley Norton wat gestraf word. Hy's reeds met 'n geel kaart af vroeër in hierdie kragmeting. So sy dissipline sal ook moet hou.
Yeah, and of course they are playing with a yellow card currently are Paul Roos, so this is going to take a lot of them to absorb this pressure. That crowd has been absolutely entertained.
Ja, die skade, die extra man na wie Kennedy Tsumba verwys. Het Paul Roos 'n manier om hierdie rolmaalbeweging te keer. Dit lyk nie so nie. Weer 'n strafskop voordeel, is dit nog 'n straf 3. Heel moontlik. En is die skeieregter MC Baartman wat 'n baie belangrike besluit hier moet maak. Indien hy nou 'n Paul Roos speler straf en nog 'n geel kaart gee, dan moet dit eenvoudige straf 3 wees.
Yeah, true. Tricky decision here. Should be a simple one though. Just apply the rules.
Okay, so now it's getting cynical with the malls as well. So if we're
Just having a discussion with them.
second one, yes. So
And for me, this seemed to be more of a penalty try than the previous one, because Affies was well on their way towards the try line. You can just see some of the disappointment there from the likes of Ethan van Dijk.
Oh, net eers.
Kennedy Tsumba, ek dink jy's reg.
Help my net nommers kry.
Dit is baie naby aan sinies. Of nie baie naby, dit is sinies. Affies was op pad om oor die doellyn te beer. Is geen verrassing dat hulle weer hierdie rolmaalbeweging aan die gang wil kry nie. En dit kan Affies oorbars. Skitterende verdediging deur Paul Roos. Hulle dra Affies eenvoudig terug. Dis 'n groot oomblik in hierdie wedstryd. Die punteverskil is 9. Affies boer hier op die doellyn van Paul Roos, maar die verdediging wat hou. Albert Smit hierdie keer wat teruggedra word. Pinaar, hy speel 'n vlak. Samuel Barnors lig sy paale. Skuman wat rigting verander.
Number 12.
Hatting, hy hou 2-3 Paul Roos verdedigers besig. Dis heel moontlik 'n strafskopvoordeel weer eens teen Samuel Barnard en hy gaan 'n geel kaart kry. Daarvan is ek byna
Number 12. Number 12.
100% seker.
Send out to your friends with it, brilliant.
Ja, Samuel Barnard
Light tackle.
wat afkoelstoel te gestuur word.
Light tackle.
Die dissipline van Paul Roos, die is by die venster uit. Punteverskil is 9.
Yeah. Paul Roos is under huge pressure here. It's just so interesting, the change.
Yeah.
And the way this game has swung, and now you've got 2 yellow cards, and they've been under the pump
yes,
for
middle.
the past 5 minutes.
Yes,
They've been
middle.
stuck within this 22
Okay,
area.
confidence.
Affies needs to execute because of course, they need to score twice to get into the lead.
Ons 19 minute wat oorbly in hierdie kragmeting. En hierdie keer Paul Roos wat baie goed doen by die lyn staan.
Lines middle.
Maar steeds Affies op die aanval, 5 meter van die doellyn van Paul Roos. Hierdie rolbalbeweging van hulle was tot dusver onstuitbaar in hierdie kragmeting.
Yeah, that's a perfect picture by our cameraman with the fit bill at the back there. It's going to take a lot of all that effort and that 16th man to get Affies over the try line. Surely they're on their way. This will be a try. An advantage, and there it is. Perfect. Affies have crossed over line here.
Ja, en Paul Roos kan in 'n mate gelukkig wees dat Affies wel daar 3 gedruk het. Daar was weer voordeel. En daar kon heel moontlik nog 'n kaart uitgedeel geword het. MC Baartman, hy's nie 'n kulkunstenaar nie, maar hy hou van sy kaarte evenaand.
He will do well to be at Sun Arena Casino playing all these decks of cards, and he has to because Affies have put all the pressure, and Paul Roos have just tried to hang on, but it's been too good, and this is well controlled, and just great patience here showed by that pack of forwards. Ruben Pienaar now to add the extra 2.
Hy tref goed.
1 point. That's almost going to be a 2-point game in it. Yeah, that's a great kick there by Ruben Pienaar.
Al 17 minute wat oorbly in hierdie kragmeting, 27 vir Paul Roos, 25 vir Affies. En die skare is op die punte van hulle stoele. Paul Roos wat stadig aangestap kom, hulle 2 manne wat langs die kant van die veld sit en die sake dophou. Dis Gert Kemp en ook Samuel Barnard. Kemp behoort baie naby te wees om terug te kom op die veld. Janko Purchase en Tienus Marits gaan heel moontlik meer spasie in die middelveld hê met die geel kaart aan Samuel Barnard. Purchase wat optel. So 2-3 meter vorentoe. Pienaar. Nou aan die ander van die heel agter Ruben Groenewald. Hy sien die spasie aan die oorkant van die veld. 'n Baie goeie skop deur Ruben Groenewald en is teruggeval deur die agste man Ruben Creer. Goeie spel deur Creer vir Paul Roos.
Ball's available, use it.
And that's just good control there by the scrum off at the base of the scrum.
Take him
Off
back.
that ruck.
Hy is teruggeneem in sy kwartgebied en deur Adi Boerijn. Ruben Pienaar. Hy lyk lus om met 'n teenaanval te begin en Ruben Pienaar hy wys baie vaart. En weer 'n strafskop voordeel aan Affies. Paul Roos op hierdie stadium hulle eie grootste vyand, 'n hoë duikslag.
Penalty only tackle
En ek dink hulle is effens verward op hierdie stadium, Kennedy. Hulle kaptein is ook alreeds met 'n geel kaart gestraf. En Samuel Barnard en Gert Kemp op hierdie stadium van die veld af. Dit voel natuurlik vir hulle asof alles teen hulle gaan op hierdie stadium. So rukkie gelede was dit daar die baldra van Ethan van Dijk waar hy die voorarm gebruik het en Joshua Dampies is gestraf. So Riley Norton se kapteinskap sal op hierdie stadium deeglik getoets word. Hy sal met die manne moed gesels, hulle bymekaar bring en sê ons tyd is nou. Gert Kemp terug op die veld. Hy's 'n viervreter. Die man met die nommer 7 trui.
Wag.
Yeah, they were trying to shift the players there. One of the players has to go off the moment Kemp came back on. And what usually happens is if you can make some substitutions,
14.
there's, you know, you can end up having more numbers than
Okay, Red,
needed.
yes, open.
But
Open a
it
bit.
is definitely the pendulum has
thank you.
swung here. Affies
Stay.
momentum and another
Ball.
driving maul set up here.
No, that's over.
Ja, en die rolbal. Het soveel meters reeds vanaand vir Affies beteken ook verskeie drieë reeds gebring en dit is Affies wat links skaal.
Get that number.
Meter kort word hulle gestop
It's collapsing.
en weer 'n strafskop.
You have a number.
Maar Kennedy Tsimba,
No number collapsing.
waar is die konsekwentheid dan? Er was 1 straf 3 gewees. En hier is 'n meter van die doellyn af. Daar's baie momentum.
We don't have a clear number there.
En 'n mens wil nie die skeieregter aanhoudend bevraagteken nie.
Ja,
'n Mens voel ook vir Paul Roos want alles gaan op hierdie stadium teen hulle. Maar indien daar konsekwentheid toegepas word, wat is die verskil daar tussen waar die straf 3 gegee is?
Yeah, no, it's a good question there, and you know, the referees are under pressure, but we've got another option here by Affies that are going to take Ethan van Dijk. Throws in there, collected in by, and now the penalty's gone against
Offside.
Affies there.
Line-out wasn't over. Offside.
Ooh, another technical penalty given there, and Corne Ace, coach of Paul Roos, must be saying, thank the rugby gods, because I am under huge pressure here, and a penalty just going against a driving maul and a siege of, you know, driving mauls that are coming from Affies, and just being able to negate it through a technical penalty is a savior.
En Paul Roos sal voel uiteindelik gaan iets na ons kant toe. 'n Kans vir Riley Norton en sy span om hulle koppe skoon te kry.
Open.
Jacobs tweeling.
Ja.
Natuurlik soveel beteken vir Affies rugby in die laaste 2 jaar. Roan Jacobs, die hoofafrigter van die eerste span. Neil Jacobs betrokke by die onder 16s. Maar hy help ook by die eerste span. En nou Paul Roos hierdie keer wat hardloop met die Affies pak. Goeie spel. En is Affies wat hierdie nie kan grond toe bring nie. Die bal is voor, nou mag die duikslag uitgevoer word.
Ja, you've got that advantage.
Dit is strafskop voordeel nou vir Paul Roos. As baie spasie aan die oorkant, kan hulle die bal deur die hande kry. Boerrein
New advantage.
wat op eie houtjie probeer. 2 punte verskil. Paul Roos vir die eerste keer in 'n wyle net buite die kwartgebied van Afrikaanse Hoërseeskool. Die man wat die duikslag uitgevoer het, rol nie weg nie.
Captain 9.
2 kapteine word nader geroep, asook Adi Boerrein.
Riley. Okay, so this infringement. Penalty against you guys not rolling away. You guys had the advantage, but I'm deciding on his own to kick the player. That's a yellow card.
En hy
So I'm
het,
going to turn the penalty around.
as ek reg luister na MC Baartman, het hy geskop na 'n speler.
Yeah.
En indien dit die waarheid is hy dalk gelukkig om net 'n geel kaart te kry. Maar Kennedy Tsimba, baie snaakse laaste 10 minute.
Very
Ons sit hier in die kommentaarhok,
puzzled.
nie heeltemal
If
seker
anything,
wat besig
what
is om
gaan
aan te gaan nie.
Because you've just had almost a 20-meter drive and you've got the advantage, why would you be playing foul play off the ball? Yeah, rather unnecessary.
Yeah, open red. Open.
There's Jaco Koch, Affies coach in the background there.
Bly net meer as 10 minute oor en 'n baie spannende kragmeting. Albert Smit wat in die lig blik vir Affies en daar trek hierdie Affies pak.
Stay up.
Ouder gewoonte. As jy so 'n groot angel het, hoekom sal jy dit nie aanhoudend gebruik nie? Purchase agter die rug wegkry, sy aangee teens Marits wat 'n bres slaan. Die aangee wat verlore gaan. Dit was die oomblik vir Affies. Teens Marits se aangee na niemands land.
Lost forward.
Die gaping wat hy getref het in die middelveld, fantasties. Maar ongelukkig kon hy nie sy aansluiting vind nie.
Just looking at that yellow card that was given, and there is the kick. Yeah, double kick off, if anything, and that was totally unnecessary. And the referee, yeah, well spotted.
jy weet die ergste is, dis nie hard nie, dis net nie slim nie.
Yeah, exactly, right.
As jy nie kans gaan vat om reg voor die skeieregter 'n speler te skop, is dit sekerlik nie die manier nie. En, ja, dis baie moeilik om te beskryf amper wat in die laaste 10-15 minute hier op die veld aangaan.
And I suppose I feel when you do re-look at it, it almost felt like he was almost just jokingly tapping, right? And the referee says, well, you know what, joke or not, that is not allowed. Yeah, because he did it with just almost that, joking type of manner. But here's a scrum.
Groot scrum, deur Affies. En is Paul Roos onder geweldige druk op hierdie stadium. En laagste man Ruben Creer wat baie goed doen om spelers vir daardie afbreekpunt weg te vat. Groot karaktertoets vir die Stellenbossers hier vanaand op die hoofveld van Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool. En die verligtingskop. Vir 'n oomblik kan Paul Roos Gimnasium asemhaal.
Yeah, that's a great clearance there by this substitute scrum off, who's come on, and a great decision by their coaching staff for Paul Roos to get a number 9 on, because in this type of weather and this type of tension, you do need a specialist scrum off who's at that base. Otherwise, there's going to be chaos.
Ja, Paul Roos wat kompeteer by die lyn staan, hulle neem hom af by Affies. 2 punte die verskil, 8 minute oor, dis 13-15. Dampies, kan hy spasie vind met die regtervoet, fantastiese skop. En is 'n Grobbelaar wat dit omdraai. Hy doen goed om sy aangee weg te kry, Nicolas Grobbelaar. En is Paul Roos wat kompeteer by elke afbreekpunt nou. Sy Affies pak wat die situasie beredder. En hier kom omgekeerde besit vir Paul Roos Gimnasium. Terus Skuman. Hy word vasgevat deur Janko Purchase onder andere. Paul Roos wat net betyds die bal besit herwin. Dampies, Badenhorst, hy is terug op die veld. En die strafskop vir Paul Roos hierdie keer. En is Luan Potgieter wat gestraf word. Hy kom van die kant af volgens MC Baartman.
Yeah, a lot of credit's got to go to this Paul Roos side. And just a key important element that is that they've absorbed all the pressure. They've come away from their 22 through exiting kick, and they've managed to put enough pressure to get a penalty in that 22 red zone. And that's what good sides do. Absorb pressure and turn it around and put pressure onto you, and you give the penalty. And this is a 3-point opportunity to just stretch the lead and make it a 5-pointer, meaning that Affies would have to score a try and a conversion to win it.
Geen skool het meer springbokke opgelewer as Paul Roos Gimnasium van Stellenbosch nie. Tydens die 2019 rugby wêreldbeker wat Suid-Afrika gewen het, was daar nie minder nie as 5 Paul Roos Gimnasium alumni in daardie span. Dampies wat seker maak hy behou sy 100% skoprekord. 30 punte teenoor 25 met 'n bietjie meer as 5 minute wat oorbly. Hierdie wedstryd kan steeds beide kante toe swaai.
Backwards.
Agtertoe verloor deur Paul Roos Gimnasium van die afskop. Dit sal verheug wees dat hulle besit herwin het. Plaasvervangers in die voorry ook nou vir Affies op die veld.
Balls available, use it. 3.
Bal is beskikbaar. Hy word afgetel en hy word afgestorm deur Hatting. Die wip van die bal in Affies se guns. Ongelukkig aangeslaan op die grond.
And knock on there by Affies after putting huge pressure on that box kick that was attempted there by Paul Roos, and just important play that both sides need to show composure here, because that's going to be the difference. Whichever side's able to just get their systems and strategies in place to be able to exit. And that's in the case of Paul Roos right now. They need to exit out of that 22. But the pressure that Affies puts, they've got to make sure that they do not get penalized, or else they just relieve that pressure off Paul Roos. So you've got to be disciplined.
Groot skram deur Affies, strafskop vir die tuisspan. En daar gaan geen pryse weggegee word as jy reg raai wat hier gaan gebeur nie. Affies gaan hoek toe skop en hulle gaan dryf.
Yeah, no second guessing. You can see that pack of fours has already got into a huddle and just deciding what's going to happen, and what's been a challenge for Paul Roos all evening long is going to be put to the test again. I must say, what a game this has been. Absolutely thrilling.
Ja, die eerste skote in die 2024 seisoen het waarlik geklap hier by die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid toernooi. Grey College op vorm, Parel Boys hy op vorm. So ook gimnasium uit die Parel. Beide Affies en Paul Roos en Riley Norton, kaptein fantasties. Groot oomblikke is vir groot spelers. En dan aangeslaan deur Joshua Dampies. Drama in Pretoria. 3 minute se speeltyd wat oorbly. 'n Vaste skram vir Affies. 5 meter van die Paul Roos doellyn. Wat meer kan 'n mens voorvra, Kennedy Tsimba?
Yeah, and there is Coach Kone Ace in picture right now. Not short of words. He thought that his captain Domas just nullified the threat, but just a knock-on from that key playmaker in that try area has resulted in a scrum that's going to put huge pressure here.
Groot oomblikke vra vir groot spelers.
Yeah.
Hou vir Janko Purchase hierop. SA Skole Senter in 2023, 5 meter van die Paul Roos doellyn. Nie sy heel beste wedstryd vanaand gehad nie. Maar in 'n oomblik soos hierdie, het jy jou groot name nodig. Teen Smarts, Janko Purchase. Wat is hulle plan?
Yeah, there's been so much drama in this game. I'm sure there'll be more drama in chasing Sun 2 tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Mnet, and it'll be following at 9 o'clock on Supersport. There's going to be a lot more drama as had in this game.
Slip both sides. Slip.
Yeah, I can't wait after an evening like this. I'm going to be having my popcorn ready tomorrow evening
Let's just shift, gents.
to watch the first episode of Chasing the Sun 2.
Aksiebelaide wedstryd. Hier in die hoofwedstryd vandag 2 van die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid toernooi. Supersport Schools bring vir u die sporte waarvoor u die meeste omgee. 745,000 intekenare op die Supersport Schools toepassing.
Crouch.
Al hoe nader en nader aan daardie 1 miljoen getal. Maar vir nou, elke liewe persoon wat ingeskakel is op die Supersport Schools toepassing en elke liewe persoon in hierdie Affies stadion op die punte van hulle stoele. Verlede jaar was dit Paul Roos wat by die Wille Klawer toernooi in die laaste sekondes gedruk het in die regterkantste hoek om Affies te klop.
It's from you guys.
Gaan Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool die bordjies verhang.
Repay the favor, as they would say. And this is a great opportunity here. The blind, of course, is still 1 yellow card.
Het is Janko Purchase wat die voordeel in aanval. Hy word op hierdie stadium opgehou en het is 'n losgemaal. En is Purchase wat alles in sy vermoë doen om grond toe te gaan. Maar is Paul Roos wat die besit omkeer. En ons het gesê, die groot oomblikke vra vir die groot spelers. Maar Janko Purchase word opgehou. En gaan Paul Roos hier ontsnap met 'n oorwinning.
Johan, I've got to say this,
Okay,
with all the
Affies,
drama
stop.
that has gone on in this game,
Let's go, gents,
there's
let's
still a
go.
scrum to be had here.
Let's go.
Could there be more drama?
Okay, don't pull out of the contest, please.
Kanaal 1,
Yeah,
so vinnig as moontlik.
well,
Skop die bal agteruit as jy moet.
but a scrum that has been under pressure all game long. This is the scrum that Affies needs to put pressure on. Absolute tension here.
Roan Smit, hy die veld verlaat.
Stability, keep
Dis
the
'n
gap.
groot anker
Bye.
in haar Affies skram.
Sit.
Sien die tergende laaste oomblikke. Paul Roos Gimnasium voor met 5 punte. Reuse skram. Die bal word agteruit geskop. En dit is die einde. MC Paartman blaas sy eindfluitjie. En Paul Roos Gimnasium slaag 'n enorme karaktertoets. En kyk net wat beteken dit vir hulle ondersteuners. 30 punte teenoor 25 op die hoofveld van Affies. 20 minute van die kragmeting. Spelers van die veld gehad met geel kaarte. Op stadiums 2 op 'n slag. Adib Boerrein het geel gesien, Gert Kemp het geel gesien, Riley Norton het 'n geel kaart gekry. En Adib Boerrein, asook Samuel Badenhorst. Die spelers wat platskit. Wat 'n advertensie vir skole rugby. Regstreeks op die skerms te dank aan Supersport Schools. En so het sake afgeskop in haar eerste helfte.
Yeah, what a game this has been, and this is what unfolded in this whole game. A lot of drama, a lot of excitement, and tries galore. And this is where it all started here, with Luan Pokiter there just fighting through and breaking tackles and being able to score the first try. And that's what set Affies up. There are the supporters with the Witbiller in background, as Paul Roos had to answer early. They had to. This was a smart play, 4-man play plus 1. They had their tight head prop who just almost peeled off into that vacuum, and there's no stopping him. He crosses over the line, and that was a superb try that got Paul Roos off. But this was try of the day for me. Badenhorst skipped through, and just look at the pace. He cracked on a swerve on the outside, and then he just put it on right into the corner. Spectacular try this was, and this is almost encompasses what Paul Roos had to do today. They had to fight, and every time they scored a try, Affies would come back or get some points on the board. So it was a tough outing for them.
Op 'n stadium was die telling in die tweede helfte 27 punte teenoor 11 vir Paul Roos. En hulle was besig om dit weg te hardloop. En hierdie was 'n verspot maklike 3. Adib Boerrein het besef dat Nicolas Groblaar sy vleuel verlaat het en daar was geen verdedigers aan die buitekant nie, en Keenan Stoffels wat oorgeduik het vir Paul Roos, maar die rolmaalbeweging van Affies en die vaste skram, dis wat hulle in hierdie wedstryd gehou het. Hulle pak voorspelers was dominant. Hulle het ook 'n straf 3 gekry van 'n einste rolmaalbeweging af. Maar dis die verhaal van die hoofwedstryd van dag 2 van die NMI Toyota Noord-Suid rugby toernooi. En die reën wat steeds val hier in Pretoria. En die Afrikaanse Hoërseunskool word getroef op hulle tuisveld deur Paul Roos Gimnasium. In 'n spannende wedstryd, Paul Roos Gimnasium slaag sy eerste karaktertoets van 2024 en klop Affies met 30 punte teenoor 25.
NMI Toyota, your ultimate destination for all your Toyota needs. Selling, buying, in need of Toyota genuine parts, or simply servicing your Toyota. Make NMI Toyota your top choice. Our nationwide dealer network is committed in offering service excellence and customer satisfaction. Choose NMI Toyota, where excellence meets automotive passion. Proud sponsor of the North-South Rugby Tournament.